Once you learn how to communicate, communication is a high income skill. Because the words that come out of your mouth, they are going to attract or repel. The way you communicate, they attract or they repel. So you are able to find you're able to find a very simple, done for you online business. But then apart from the marketing language, there is now for you to understand it from the back end. Yesterday, I was taking people through the automated system, and I realized there are members who are in the community, they have a website, but probably they don't know how it works. They know you should put an email and you should receive an email, but how it works from there, the processes of your automated system, most people have no clue. No understanding at all. So when you are explaining something you do not know yourself, it is very hard. Higher, when you talk about digital product, even myself, I had a challenge. You know, there was one day I was like you. I was new. Now I'm talking to those who are extremely new. There was a time I was new like you. And what you realize is that when you are new, challenges can be very, 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 very many. Like tiny, so many challenges. But you overcome them one after the other, one after the other. Eventually you realize that you are way much far off because you have learned through every single step. You may try to, for example, I loved one of the members, she's not here today. She told me, I created 20 pieces of content, 20, and then only one added up to something. Only one. Otherwise, all the other 20, none of them were standing up. You see, that is the process of learning. That is in the process of learning. If somebody is doing copy and paste, the website refuses to post, or the website does something, or whatever it is, like something randomly happens. You see that? So what I want you guys to understand is that you can be in the starting stages. And once you are in the starting stages, you're in the beginning of the process. You are in the beginning stages. And especially if you don't have a skill, what you realize is that you can borrow from your experience. All right, there is no failure in life, it is only experience, and you can borrow from that experience and be able to grow. Sometimes when it is extremely difficult, I welcome you to come to our physical workshop. Feel free to come there. Eventually we are going to come up with something called a mastermind that is going to be on a different place, maybe once in 3 months or once in 2 months. But I'm thinking maybe in September we shall have a mastermind only for our inner circle members. And what will happen is that once you guys come, we can share that experience, we can have that close moment, and we can understand the success you have. All right? The success you have. How can you be able to bring it? How can you be able to increase on that success? And then the challenges you are facing, how can you be able to get a solution from them? So that you can learn the skills. Okay, you can learn the skills and you can be able to understand how can you be able to become a better version of yourself? How can you be able to increase on your level of learning? Yes, my friend, I see you guys are saying, how many of you guys think if we can have a mastermind, it will be a great idea? Let me see the comments down below here. If we have a mastermind, and the mastermind of only inner circle, that one is not going to be for the public or anybody else, only inner circle mastermind. Let me see the comments. How many think that will be an awesome idea? Let me see. Let me see how many think it will be a great idea. Let me see the comments. A great idea. Mastermind for members. Awesome idea. Yes, my friend. Because we have been planning, we have been wanting to do it over and over and over, but we have not yet agreed. You know, we have not yet decided how we can be able to be, or how we can be able to benefit from that. How can we be able to get value from each other? Because we may be able to be in a position where we are learning from each other anyway. So we'll be seeing how that is going to be possible, maybe August or September there, and then we can come up. I know there are great planners here, and that will be an awesome idea. That way we can interact more, can gain more value, and we can grow our businesses. Okay, so if that's a good idea, I'll really, we are going to be planning for it. Anyway, my point was, I'm still in the communication part because I want to go and show you something I call a 30-day content calendar. However, I have just created for 2 weeks, and to get for 30 days, I'm just duplicating. It's like I'm just repeating the other 2 weeks. Anyway, so I created a simplified one for 2 weeks. All right, for 2 weeks, a 2-week content calendar. How can we have a 2-week content calendar? A program that you can go to follow. These are the ones I call tools and resources. All right, tools and resources. And what you are going to be finding, you are getting yourself access to amazing tools and amazing resources, and you can both use these tools and resources to help your business to grow. Okay, you can use these tools and resources to improve your online business. So I want to show you the content calendar. It is not in the final version, so you're just going to go through it. Then I'll share the link. You guys, you can check through, and I'll hope that you can see whether it is we can both use it before we officially launch it out. Let me share my screen. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So 30 days content. In other words, it is just a proper plan that is helping you to be much more better. All right. So if you look from the top, I've divided it into week 1, week 2, like that. And in the first week, if you look at the first week, we are having the show and tell, how you can prove, prove that it works. And that's how I used to do it when I didn't have my own proof. I would go to the community and I would take screenshots. Listen, guys, I would take screenshots inside the community of other people who have succeeded in the business, and I would use that as proof. How many of you guys have done that? You go to the community, find people who are winning, take their screenshots, and then use that as your content. Proof always works. So week 1, it is a show and tell. You prove that it works. So day 1, you introduce yourself. So for example, somebody is new, you're starting from scratch. So the first day you do is introduce yourself. Hi guys, my name is Sam. I am new into this online business. I've never done this before, and I want to know what it works or how it looks like. So help me God. Yeah. Hiya. So you introduce yourself. So, hi, I'm doing this. If you have not made money, for example, you have not made it. Probably the first day you have not made any money. You will not say you have made money. You will not say you have made money. Most likely you have not made anything. You are starting from scratch. So use other people's testimonials. I hold up the cash. Okay, this took me 1 hour to earn. This may not be very, very practical, but what you can do is you can, instead of holding up the cash here, you can use the testimonial. For example, I do this all the time. Like, this came in and this one was for other person, or this person made this money, or this person, I'm using their own success stories because they are following the same journey I'm following. That gives you the authority, and it helps you to grow very fast because you now have the confidence. We don't lie. Okay, we do not lie when we are promoting and marketing digital marketing. We are not lying. We are not saying we made money that we didn't make. All right, we want to be genuine, we want to be honest, and we want to show the world that we are doing a business of authenticity. All right, we are real. If you have not made, I normally say, if it will be hard for you to say you haven't made, don't say you have made or not. Exactly. And that is one question I realize a lot. So many members come and say, Sam, now for me, I've just started. What am I going to tell somebody I have made? Like, I've just started. What am I going to tell someone I have made? You see, and that's the point. What are you supposed to say when you have not made? Go and use other people's testimonials. It works very well. It actually works. Show other people's journey. You don't say you have not, but you go there and you say, guys, this is Sam. He actually made this in this amount of time because of following this program. I joined this program and I am learning. Use other people's, because you do not have, and does not make you less or higher. Whether you have or not does not make you any better or worse. So instead, use other people's success stories. So if you go to the community, you're going to find there are many people who are already doing the digital marketing and they are sharing their journey. Take a screenshot, use that. Take a screenshot, use that. Do you see? Okay. All right, let's continue. Higher, point to text, comment. It is the guide. You see, you have to, we call it a call to action. And CTAs are very important. It is what you say at the end. So comment interested, follow this page. You have to say something so that we can move to get started. So the 2 easy apps, screen record, the app that pays you to, okay, you may not be able to use this, may not be relevant in our digital marketing, but you can use this. Normally what you can do is you can find, for example, here is an app that pays you to work. You show that app, there is those apps there, but then you say, I personally don't do this. Me, I do digital marketing where I get paid 100% profit. If you want to learn exactly how I do it, then you do like that. You see, so you can use others to grab. It's like the hook. Okay, it will work like a hook. Let's mute everybody. Yeah, let's make sure that we are mute for now before we do it. All right, so a call to action or a hook, you are grabbing the attention with that working app. You don't know how it works. You don't even know whether it is true, but it is something you have seen. For example, I could see people are posting different things that I could use here. Here is an easy app that actually pays you how to work. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. But for me, I don't do it. For me, I do digital marketing. You see, like that. That's how you're able to do it. For the guys on TikTok, thank you so much for stopping by. Tap and follow this page as we are continuing with our Inner Circle coaching call. If you want to be part of this Inner Circle coaching call, you guys can be part of it. Just comment Inner Circle in the comments and I'll tell you the details on how you can be part of the Zoom call. Where were we? Trending sound. All right, a trending sound. So when people say you can't make money online, so then you say there's a trending sound. Trending sound basically means that you are using a trend. There's a trend, there's a certain song that is trending, and then you can use that in your content. It works only for a short time, but basically that is how it is. Ask viewers. All right, ask viewers. You ask a question. Would you be interested in this type of content? You are getting the value from your followers. This is how you are able to build as we call it a strong following online. And then when you are getting that followers, when you are getting the followers, they are the ones who eventually become your buyers. Do you see that? So that is why when you have 0 followers or 0 nothing, you may not be able to make the first sale like that immediately. But once you start getting your first followers, you warm them up as much as possible because they become your high ticket buyers. Finally, they see your journey, they see how you have grown, and now they are able to believe you and they're able to trust you. You see that? Yeah. So we have got day 3, how you can share your free tools. Day 4 is where I'm talking about real other people's stories. Use other people's testimonials, use other people's stories to share your growth and your journey. Okay, we go like that. We have got day 5, quick challenges. All right, day 6, behind the scenes, things that you do. Even me, I share behind the scenes. Sometimes I'm writing an email, sometimes I am just getting ready, sometimes I'm just having a drag. You share behind the scenes. There are times I would wake up, especially when I was going to my teaching job, I would wake up and I would just feel I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go, especially Mondays. I would just share like that. I would be like, I really feel dragging today. I don't feel like doing anything like that. So I wanted to be focused on this part, record screen, time lapse, rant. This is just where you're just talking about the business and how it is, how people are making it, how others are not making it, and what you think. To rant means you're just sharing your opinion. All right, get them to act. That is where you ask for CTAs. This one is very powerful. Tease a freebie. And I do this every time where you see on your website, there is a free It's called Freedom Machine. Yeah, it's called Freedom Blueprint. When you go to your website, there is Freedom Blueprint. For example, if we open a website here, www. Let's even open mine. If you open my website, and you look at this is the headline. This is the headline here. All right. This is the explanation. But I want you guys to see this. Get an instant access to Freedom Formula Blueprint. So this is what we call a freebie. It's a very high quality material that somebody will be able to get once they enter their email address. All right, we call it a lead magnet. Although it is just that I don't like the word. It should be with a very simple word. Freedom Formula Blueprint. It should be easier. The word should be just simple. I don't think that word is okay. However, you can see the idea, right? So enter your details now and start today. There we go. Like that, like that, like that. So this is the one I'm saying. If you can just advertise this one, and you can say, if you're ready to get started, get access to my free. This is already done for you on your website. Every person who enters your website, they get this item for free. Maybe you did not know. But let me tell you right now, there's a lead magnet. There's a free lead magnet, and I can even get it for you if maybe you have never checked. I have it downloaded here. Let me check in my downloads. Let me get this one for you because you should also be the first one to read it. Yeah, Freedom Formula Blueprint. Freedom Formula. Here it is. All right, let me open it. So every person, this is the Freedom Formula Blueprint that every person will get once they enter on your website. It's a very good material. So you see this is the one we call the Freedom Formula Blueprint. It is already put on your website. So every single person who gets on your website, they get this free material. This one is an ebook. Okay, discover how to earn 100% profit from a done for you digital business. This Freedom Formula Blueprint guide walks you through the steps that have helped thousands of people that leverage a digital business. So this is the one now you keep saying you are going to get this for free. You know, you are attracted because when you are there, you are not there to sell instantly. The formula is you should be able to attract by giving a good high quality material for free. And because you are a beginner, you don't know how to do it, why don't you give this digital product for you for free? Like that, like that. Look at that. Look at that. So high quality. Maybe some of us, we have not read. And that is why I want to share the link. Let me see if you can be able to access it. In case you have not been able to, there we go. Share the video where you use someone's success for promoting your business. I just want to see how it is done. Oh my goodness, will I be able to see it? It's a long time ago. It's a long time ago, Justin. I may not be able to, like, there are already like hundreds and hundreds of content since then. But basically what you're doing is that you are finding, okay, I'll come back there. First of all, access this one. If you have not read it yourself, please go through it, go through it, go through it. I normally say we can edit this material and you change this first photo here to be your photo. Again, to build authenticity. You stand in front of a laptop and then you take a photo, put it here. So when someone sees it is your material, you build more confidence. I will be able to be more confident with the information shared there because it is much more better when I come and I see your face on the, even if the rest of the material you have not written, you have taken it under master resell. You know, master resell, you own everything, the website, the program, everything. And that is how you can change this photo, put your photo here, build credibility. But this is what we call a freebie material, the one that you give it out for free. All right. You are saying it is not clickable. Let me check. Let me check where. All right. If I wanted to check. All right, let me check for you if it is clickable. Freedom Formula Blueprint. Here it is. But the one I have, I've already changed my photo. All right. The one I have changed my photo. For example, if you look at mine, stop sharing. Then I share again. All right. So you see what I have done for me. I've actually I've changed the photo. It's exactly the same thing, but you see, I put my photo there. Why? Because I want to build credibility. I really did not write. I have gone through it, but I did not write this. But you can see that. You can see that. In fact, this one also, I should change this so it can have my photo there, right? It's very important. And then you can scroll down, But because I was the one at the top, and then I don't want, let me see if I can go to share this. How can I share this? But do you know everybody has the yes? If you just log into your website, just type your website, enter your email, you will receive it in your email address. You'll just receive it in your inbox. Same material. Yeah, so already you have it on your website, right? Yeah. Log into your website, you'll find this same document. So when you go to mine, the image that comes is actually mine. So it builds more credibility. Okay, I may need to improve the photo anyway, but you see the idea. All right, let's go back to this. All right, so you use teas with freebie materials, then increase agencies. I learned one thing that is so powerful. It is adding agency. All right, limited. What it is you're providing is limited all the time. Only the first 20 people who are going to get it. Only the first, like that. So you have to make sure that there is scarcity and there is urgency. There is scarcity and there is urgency. Teach and sell on week 2. So this guide, I want to give it to you guys. I hope it is going to be of value. You just use the guide. The example you may not be really very helpful. The example may not be very helpful, but you can use the guide. For example, this is for screen recording, trending sound. Now, be a little bit creative also with it. Don't rely on it to give you A to Z. Be a little bit creative. Then, by the time you are on day 14, you will have known what works and what is not working. That which is working, you continue doing it more. The one that is working, you continue doing it. The one that is not working, you don't do it again. For example, you may do it and realize when I am using other people's testimonials, it is not working. However, it works. Or that one, I am sure it will work. So you take a screenshot of somebody or you screen record. You just say, hi, I want to show you somebody in our community who made this amount of success and they were able to do it. Then you flip your camera, you show the community. Literally show, this is this person. This is their story. This is how they did it. Even you can do it like that. So you use it to create hope. Remember, you are giving hope out there and you're showing that, yes, it is possible. And yes, this is done. And I believe that is absolutely amazing. All right, so I want to share with you this. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Let me share this. I share with others. Anyone with a question? Now you can ask a question right now. Copy link. I'm going to release this. It's called a content calendar. I have done it for only 14 days. All right, not the whole month. Let me see. Control it like that. There we go. So you guys can get a copy. Only those who are in the inner circle are the one who can get a copy because they are members already. For the guys who are on Zoom, if you want to be a member of inner circle, get the link on my bio to find out how you become a member. Yes, so I've shared the link. You can find the link in the comments, in the chats, download it, see whether it can add value, and then we can improve it and make sure it goes to 30 days. So I didn't want to create a whole 30 days fast. I just wanted to create something for 14 days. Then we can grow it from there. Anyway, how are you guys? Any question, any concern? Go to the comments and click the link I've shared right there. Any comments, any concern? No question. All right. So click on it, see whether it can go to help you. Now, for new members, that what you can do, I know this may be so many resources coming your way. Okay. So many resources coming your way. What you do is that, first of all, go back to the lessons. Every time, remember that is your roadmap. Every time you feel kama unapotea njia, you go back, you slow down, you go back to the program. Go back to the program. Every time, I will send you back to the program. Go and learn the modules there. That is the one that will equip you with the knowledge and the lessons. If you divert from that reality, if you divert from there, then that is where you are going to be losing your track, and you don't want to lose your track. Is that clear, guys? So click on it. Go through it. We are in the testing mode, not officially launched. I told you my bonuses literally were corrupted and I could not be able to share them again. So I'm actually recreating them from scratch once again. Yes. Hiya. Anybody with a concern? Anybody with a question? Thank you so much for everybody who has showed up for today's class. We are going to be meeting tomorrow for the next session as we continue with it. And I hope this was valuable. Mark your calendar, mark your dates every day, 9 a.m. Come for an energizer, come for a push, come for that encouragement so that you can be able to keep growing and going for your business. For all new people, ensure your website is up and running. If that one is sorted, that website link should be put in the bio where it can be visible by the public. It is your online shop. Your website is your online shop. It's very important that your website is clear and someone can go to see it. So you take the link, put it on your bio, if it is TikTok, put it there. Facebook on the profile, put it where it can be seen. Should be at the top there so that every single person interested can click on it and they can go to find what your business is all about. And that is how you ensure that your business is growing. All right. If your website is not up and running, then we usually say you are not in business. All right. You are a student. You have a program here that you're learning and you have the website. Those two comes hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. And if you don't have one, reach back, let me know. Mine is not there or mine is there. And then we can go to start it from there. Yes, my friend. All right. Allow me to stop there unless there's no burning question. Today's class was a little bit short. We kick off from there and we continue. Guys, remember, put in the effort, put in the focus, keep growing and make it happen. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., my friend, so that we can see you tomorrow for another amazing lesson. Bye-bye, guys.